Welcome to sports, everybody. The New Providence Softball Association will open up its 2012 this season this coming Saturday at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. Tonight, Charles Fisher speaks with the newly elected president on his expectations.
First-year President Gully Burnside says expect a spectacular opening ceremony with fireworks and speeches when the season kicks off this Saturday.
We have presentations of certificates for our coaching courses, and the 2011 Bahamas Softball Federation Championship, Proper Care will receive their rings here also that night. And we have two very exciting games. The defending champion Proper Care Cool goes against the Bomber G Operators, and it's supposed to be an exciting game. Also the second one, the Bomber George Truckers now, and my understanding they have Edney Heat Bethel going against those young guys, the Y2K Bulldogs.
On our visit to the ballpark, ministry workers were busy touching things up. There's a new scoreboard on a plush seating VIP area.
The stadium is going through that infrastructural improvement, and we hope to improve it a little bit more as the season goes along so that the families can come back to the ballpark. And I give a warning to all the fans, managers and coaches. We're going to tolerate no profanity in this ballpark. Even to the fans, I let them know. If we speak to you and you're unable to, we'll give you money, you can leave the ballpark. You understand? So we have a no tolerance for that kind of nonsense this year.
13 teams will play between the white lines, 7 ladies and 6 men.
2 new teams, the Lady Hitmen and also the Asper Assassins, very new team, 2 new teams to the league. The other teams are Proper Care, Bomber G Operators, Y2 Wildcats, and the Wildcats probably have some more bite this year because they have Mary Sweeting back, and we have Black Scorpions, Sigma Brock with the big horse, and you also have Lady Hitman, like say Aspen. And the men, you have Bomber G Truckers, you have the Y2 Bulldogs, you have Dawn Hitman, and you understand the Prodigal Son is back in that particular one, Alcott, Blue Chip Buccaneers, you have Mighty Mitts, and you know what Chicken's going to bring to the table when he comes here this year. And we have Miller Rams, a very young team, made up of the under-19 team national program we had last year.
And this is shaping up to be one of the most competitive and exciting seasons in a long time.
The competition is going to be keen, and competition is going to be clean, and we're going to make sure it's going to be clean this year.
What about the fans? The fans love softball. What can they expect this season?
Well, let me tell you, we're going to have giveaways. Those gate prizes will be coming this year. The 6-pack is back. At night time, you're going to probably have BT cards, to give away, phone cards to give away. We're going to have a lot of giveaway package like hats and T-shirts and all those in the park night after night, particularly in our special nights for big games.
NPSA 2012 season getting underway Saturday at the refurbished Blue Hills Field. For ZNS Toll Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles. Well, the Bahamas Sailing Association set to host an Optimus event in Montague Bay this weekend, and according to President John Lawrence, the competition should be fierce.
We've got beginners, intermediate, and advanced, and then out of the advanced we have some that are doing international competitions, such as the Worlds and other regattas as well. We had a team go over to St. Petersburg, Florida, back in February, and they competed in a regatta over there, and they've gone off to the Orange Bowl regatta and some other regattas as well.
They also doing its part to get young ladies involved in the sport of sailing. In fact, just recently, a troop of girl guides from Queens College were afforded the opportunity to learn about this indigenous sport under the direction of troop leader Sarah Gully.
We're hoping we could open it up to other guide units and other girls. In fact, 5 girls came to me the first week after I took my guides asking if they could come and join guides because they heard that we went sailing and they wanted to join in as well. So hopefully we can get loads more girls involved.
Now, in order to make sure that they don't leave anybody out, the BSA also has a national sailing school which is run by Robert Dunkley.
We've had a number of our laser junior sailors participate in major events, and they've done extremely well. Now we have a number of our Optimus kids that are going to be going to the Worlds. There are 3 of them, and so we're getting that international type of experience down to a younger age, and I think that that's really going to be helping our programs. Our programs cater to Bahamians from government high schools or primary schools. We really want to get our sailing programs right across the whole base of the Bahamas. And we run a summer camp every year, and this year's camp will be starting the beginning of July, and we'd like as many kids from the communities to really come in and join us. It is free. We have a website, which is bahamassailing.org. All right. They can check information out there.
And finally in this segment, the Georgia School out of Grand Bahama holding their own at the Bahamas Star Gymnastics competition this past weekend here in the capital. With medals and certificates in hand, Arakata Lightborn caught up with the team on their return home.
They exceeded my expectations. Everybody did extremely well in their categories. Everybody won a placement in their category, and the lowest point that we had was an 8 point, and it's out of 10. 8.0.
The athletes were simply outstanding, and the preparation for the national competition was intense. These ladies' poise and their presentation was well received. It's the parental support that made the trip to New Providence such a special one and rewarding for the athletes.
The girls are performers. They do dance, and so they're on stage on a regular basis. So going out there onto the gym floor and doing their floor exercise was just the same as just performing on stage. So they weren't afraid of the performance part at all.
This was no easy task to get these young girls to New Providence.
No, it was not. Neither was it cheap. But we had to work. We had to have extra classes during the week. Parents were very cooperative, and the girls worked hard. You know, they had to do homework and all this stuff, but they made the sacrifice, because anything that you want to accomplish, you've got to sacrifice for it. And these girls showed that they're committed, their parents are committed, and the sacrifice, it paid off.
Lanisha Russell was on her game, and the competition shows as her flexibility and appeal for the sport. She's a focused young lady, and she's got some big plans for the sport of gymnastics.
I think I performed my best and all that I could have done.
And tell me why this school and why this sport for you?
Because I think it's different, because everybody is doing running and basketball, so I think it's kind of different, and I think I want someday that I'll make it to the Olympics.
The Georgia School of Dance and Gymnastics have a wealth of talent, and the country has not seen anything yet.
And that will do it for sports.